This was not.
Hey guys, today I'm looking in for FNF a new song. It's this one here.
Really cool, really big PC cases out there. But I want to either put this by my desk or by my TV. So I'm looking for something with a smaller footprint that looks really nice. There's probably
This
some people
one?
screaming though, because as you get really small, prices start to absolutely skyrocket.
You've reached your limit.
I want gaming performance. You can use for all sorts of things, from compiling code to running simulations. But for me, I just want a game. That's really what I'm prioritizing, and I want it to be pretty awesome. There's no point building this game that it looks bad. So with those 5 stars coming our way, it's time to choose a I can tell you, this was not easy. There are so many options. But here are my reasons, and let me know if it did. My understanding is that it's kind of like operating
Whatever
time,
this
where
is.
we have to go on a quest. Our motherboard is super, super important. Just have to choose a motherboard stock. ATX, micro ATX, or ITX. ATX is the physically largest with the most features, but it requires a big case of those software. Where ITX is much more but size makes it the go-to for compact PC. So, your micro ATX, right in between the other two sizes. Not super big, not super small. Well priced with a bunch of awesome features, making it really. Next, you have to choose a family. A motherboard can only support Intel or AMD CPU. So you have to make a blend of even then, you have to software. You have a motherboard, Intel and AMD update every few years. So a motherboard with an older socket might be a great deal, but it might not support the newest CPUs that use a newer socket. So this is what we're looking at. Intel
This is a
Intel
popular bar back day.
usually named socket
Maybe a long time.
1851. And AMD's late at the price right now, especially where Intel's 1851 socket literally just came out like last. That means we're down to choosing between AM4 and AM5. Maybe surprisingly, some of the AM3 absolutely rips. Specifically, I went with the MSI Pro B550M BC1. It can deal at $100 with some transfer market. It has Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.2, 4 RAM slots, multiple expansion slots, and for benchmarks, the VRMs can handle super beefy CPUs. Buying a new AM4 board in 2025 is maybe a bit weird though. We're on a budget and the value is really hard to beat. My only complaint is the back I/O. I know USB-C, but don't worry, we'll address that. Next up, our CPU and GPU. If our motherboard is like the body's central nervous system and connects everything together, the CPU is the brain of the computer to do all the general thinking. And the GPU or graphics card is almost like a secondary brain. I don't think general tasks are absolutely unbeatable when it comes to
Well, I don't need that much graphics, so always from the cap.
If you're looking to only play 2D,
Let's do 144.
Valley, Electro, you're left just about any CPU and GPU combos from the last few years will power this beautiful. I'm also stoked to play the new Hollow Knight sequel. It's been so many years since I played the first one that, I haven't seen it. I also want to play some more demanding games like Cyberpunk and Elden Ring. So after looking around, I find you have to place yourself on the great side between resolution and frame rate.
Can I,
Frame rate.
like, is this the same? No, it's just manifest and faster.
Often hundreds of frames per second. On the opposite end,
Wait.
you have resolution people.
I don't think I have a Death though anymore.
The visuals are absolutely gorgeous, which can be really great for story. Most people are probably in the middle, wanting a nice mix of smooth gameplay and pretty visuals. For me, I'm definitely a resolution person. Because I'm coming from consoles where you often have to choose between
There's nothing.
like a heathen, I always choose visuals, and I'm happy as a clam sitting there staring at gorgeous 30
Oh, yeah.
plants and horizon. But I know for a lot of people used to smoother gameplay, something that low would drive them absolutely crazy. Your place on the spectrum is important because it helps to decide what kind of CPU and GPU combo you want when you're on a budget. Why? Well, if you're prioritizing hundreds of frames per second,
I
your
opened
CPU
it
has to do a ton
twice.
of work every second just setting up all
How
those
did I
frames
manage
before handing them
that?
off to the
Don't
GPU.
open.
So you need to prioritize a hardworking CPU as much as your GPU. On the flip side, at a higher resolution, lower frame rate, your CPU has
I'm even
a lot less frames
lagging
to
in the
work on,
menu.
but each frame will be very detailed at 4K instead of 80p, which is a lot of pixels for your GPU to have to draw. Is the Ryzen 5000. I managed to find a used Ryzen 5 5600 on Facebook Marketplace for $70. Thankfully, it had zero vent fans, and even includes a fully unused CPU. But because it's used, I had to spend $7 on some replacement bill. Otherwise, I said, trust me, I can back up this CPU choice with some numbers. So I'm not worried about it. Here's Linus showing the best of the best.
How did the bot miss?
Comparing it to the best of my older and board, the Ryzen 5 5800. Showing the 4K, the performance difference is incredibly minor, maybe a couple extra frames. And taking that 5800 X3D, again, the best of the best.
Why did I even chart this to be so long that I just made it spam? The most impossible battery spam truck.
You choose between NVIDIA and Intel. All three of it. GPUs can get high water and expensive. You can't water cool with tiers. So my strategy was to buy a good used GPU for $200.
I guess we can end the good example, but I forgot to change the settings, so it's not gonna lag. So we're lagging?
On the drive home, it occurred to me, I haven't even tested this thing to see if it worked.
Yes.
I didn't even say anywhere on the box what kind of GPU it was. So I took the didn't seem like yeah. The final test would be really actually system RAM is much easier. For just gaming, 16 gigabytes seems to be perfectly fine. And I got a new 16 gigabyte Corsair kit for $34. Okay, 3600 megahertz.
So I guess it won't lag-ish.
So I could grab another two in the future if I wanted
Next
to.
thing I'm gonna change the settings.
This is where I started to get nervous. As an Apple user, I
Yeah.
think the SSD is the most expensive part of the system. We're going to a 1 terabyte drive, costs literally hundreds of dollars, obliterating our budget. Wait, what? I'm sure it's not a perfect apples to apples, but it turns out in PC land, you can get a well-reviewed budget SSD like Western Digital Blue Line.
Why did I do the notes like literally so spammy?
This one legitimately was hard for a bunch of reasons. The two pieces of advice.
How did my PC never gonna render those notes in a different thing?
Secondly, ideally don't buy a used one. Why is buying a used GPU fine but not a PSU? That's a great question. I don't know. I'm just following. Okay, but what
It is lagging.
A few things. I trusted. Literally just came out like last week. That means we're down to choosing between Dan, Fuller, and Pot. Maybe surprisingly, what about Dan? Really good start. And power supply things are totally weak. Stuff from Japan, it's no good.
People gotta break my PC off this.
Efficiencies. Long story short, there's two kinds of electricity. Cheaper to transmit AC over long distances. So DC loss and AC
So it's acid and manifest, okay?
Really the case,
maybe for
power lines are Puzzlingly, while SFX is a size
Let's
standard
see.
in all 3 dimensions,
Because it
ATX
says
on the other
different
hand
source
is a
code.
size
Didn't
standard in
even
only
know.
2 dimensions, width and height. But the depth can be however long you want. Seriously, this is an ATX power supply, and so is this, and so is this. What a bizarre standard. For reasons you'll see more of later, we are going to aim for a max depth.
The
of
game's
150
frozen, so I'm
millimeters, mostly
guessing
so we can fit all of
that
our
didn't
things
work.
comfortably in our middle.
So I
And I
can
landed
delete this from my
on
downloads.
an MSI A850G. It supports
Bye-bye.
all the newest stuff, is exactly 150 millimeters in height, and was on sale for $100 new. The max 850 watts of power is probably a bit beefier than I really needed, but it was only slightly more expensive. And it
Can I
gives me a lot more
close some
headroom to
tabs?
use more
My
power
thing
over
is
time.
here, West.
And as for efficiency and noise,
Bessie
but
here.
kinetics, it does really well. I was slightly worried that I overspec'd it, because most people say that power supplies reach their peak efficiency at 50% load or so, but for cybernetics, this one reaches its peak efficiency at right around 35%, which is probably right around where I'm going to end up. And it's over 90% efficient there. Nice. And as for sound levels, it's virtually silent.
I don't even know what I saw. It just disappeared out of
And even
nowhere.
after that, it's really not that bad. And yeah, no clue why they use red to indicate silent, but you can see the legend there at the bottom. Wow. Okay, with that, we have collected our 6 PC per medallion. We're ready to face the final boss before we actually assemble.
Yay!
Okay. This was far and away the hardest part of the whole build to decide on. I'm looking for something well made, a bit smaller. So what did I go with? The Sama IM01. It's only $60. It's made of metal, has a nice minimal look, and despite supporting micro ATX motherboards and ATX power supplies, that means we're down to choose between game, cooler, and hot. Maybe surprisingly, a little damn